Hello everyone, this is Jan, Egyptologist for the upcoming King Tut Exhibit and the Idaho Discovery Center. Today's topic is the DNA of Egypt's King Tut in the 18th Dynasty, or New Kingdom, which lasted from about 1550 BC to 1295 BC. So what is DNA? Briefly, DNA is the distinctive characteristics or qualities of someone or something and are regarded as being unchangeable. This has made it easier for us to distinguish who is related to who in Egyptian mummies. Scientists do this by looking at colored markers to create what's called a fingerprint, and these shared colored markers help create kinship or a relationship. We use DNA profiling and CT scanning to accomplish these relationships. The first real mummies were discovered in 1817 in tomb KB21, which we will mention later. Many royal mummies have survived from the New Kingdom of ancient Egypt, but not all identities are clear. So in 2010, the Tut Family Project was started to learn who was related to who. Now we know that Tut is the only royal Egyptian mummy where his identification is certain. That's because he was buried behind a sealed wall with hieroglyphics identifying his funerary artifacts, his death mask, and coffins. Identification previously was done with dockets or wooden tags that were put on mummies or their coffins in hieroglyphics naming who they were. This included their name, title, and date of restoration. The problem with this is that mummies were moved constantly out of their coffins to other coffins or tombs for safety from tomb robbers. So there's some other methods that are used to identify a mummy. This would be cranial and facial resemblances, blood group testing, dental study, inscriptions, hair, name tags, as we mentioned, x-rays, anatomical exams. All of these can lead to some conclusions of the DNA. An example of this is hair that was found in a box in Tut's tomb. It was used for a comparison to him and then identified with his grandmother, Queen Ty, Elder Lady 35. So here's what we do know so far. King Tut and the KV55 mummy, who is called Akhenaten, have the same blood group A2 and MN, so they are father and son. King Tut and YL35, the younger lady mummy, DNA has verified her as his mother, but who she is, we don't know. There's no markings or wrappings when her mummy was found. So Tut's mother and father above were brother and sister, which was the surprise in the DNA analysis. This means Tut's mother has to be a daughter of Amenhotep III and Queen Ty. And he had many daughters. Some of them names are Cinnamon, Nebata, Isis, Netutamid, or Bakataten. So YL35 is probably not Nefertiti, as she's never been seen or written down as a royal wife. But again, it's uncertain. The two female fetus mummies found in King Tut's tomb show that he is the father, and the mother is likely Ankhesenamun, who we found in KV21. She is King Tut's wife that is shown on most of his funerary equipment. So a curious question also arises, is an inscription that was found in an Amarna royal tomb naming Nefertiti as the mother of a baby identified as Tutankhamun. Translations vary on this, so again, identity still uncertain of who his mother is. So the above was accomplished by doing the 2010 DNA study, taking 10 mummies closely related. The identity for only 3 was certain, but it was enough to build a profile of genetic fingerprinting, which allowed the construction of a pedigree of Tutankhamun's immediate lineage. So that's all for today. Tune in again for the next part of King Tut. Thank you.